Squeeze on it, boy.
Yeah.
Don't get the sauce.
Oh my god, the sauce is important.
It's a bad idea.
The sauce is important. It's for you. I got you a present.
Oh, thanks.
It's barbecue sauce. Eat that sauce.
You got it. Get out of here.
Oh, wasn't even caught on video.
I hope that we're beginning the video. What's up,
right.
everybody? This is Marmoon Mondays, week whatever, 8, 9, 10.
It seems more crowded than last time.
It is a little bit of a crowd. We got an extra person. Got my friend Corey over here.
Hi, friend Corey.
He's so excited to be here.
I'm just tagging along.
He's tagging along. And we're going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yay!
One of our personal favorites. And we got next week Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is another good one as well.
We're getting 2 Guardians in a row.
Back-to-back Guardians, yeah.
Back.
They take place chronologically
I
like
cannot
months
wait
apart.
to see Andy save the universe.
Andy. Oh, yes.
Andy. Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Does man?
He plays Andy in a
Oh,
sitcom.
that's right.
Yeah.
Sexy Chris.
Does he?
He does.
What's it called?
Parks and Rec.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Why did
It's
it take us so long to?
Oh, we need to make him watch a few scenes of Parks
I've
and
never
Rec.
seen
I've seen Parks and Rec.
No.
Parks and Rec
I'm
is
on
great.
I've
like
never
season
seen
30.
Pretty much imagine how Chris Pratt is in Guardians of the Galaxy, except he's an intern at a government.
Right now he's a shoe shiner. In my.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, with that said, let's talk about what we actually remember this movie. I remember being really, really good.
I remember being really.
I remember people didn't really know anything about it because it's Guardians, and they're like, "Who the hell was Guardians of the Galaxy?"
Yeah, Corey, aren't you a resident comic book expert?
Yes.
Yes. I think you know more than the rest of us do.
I've probably read exactly 0 comics in my life.
Fair enough.
Exactly 0, which is not.
Who's our resident comic book expert then?
That's CC. I keep telling you
CC.
every single week.
Okay, I always
He's not
forget.
here.
Why don't we have
No.
CC?
He's in New York.
Me and Cece are completely different people.
Okay.
Yes.
You sure?
They
I
both
don't know.
start
You look alike to me.
They have different skin tones, first of all.
He's a bit
I don't see what that
It's
means.
Tanner, yeah.
He's a bit Tanner. His name is Tanner?
Oh
Yes.
god.
One of the Tanner household. References. So.
We're getting way off.
So,
Yeah.
so what do we remember about
I remember
Guardians
being
of
really
the
good. I
Galaxy?
remember it had a great soundtrack, had a great story.
remember
Bill
the
was
beginning was
was
sad.
really good.
Vinny is very sad.
Very, very sad, yes. Threw me off really, really, I can't think of what I was saying. It threw me off, basically. The very beginning did.
I will say, I remember the movie being very colorful, and I'm watching a kitten play with barbecue. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But I remember the movie being very colorful, being full of character, and just being a very lively movie.
Very
especially-
charming movie.
Especially when we compare it to Thor: Dark World.
Oh my god, don't remind me of that.
I'm going
movie.
to remind you of that because that's a terrible movie.
Oh god.
Uh,
That
like
was
Thor.
garbage.
Thor is cool, but Thor: Dark World is terrible.
Yeah, it was- no.
yeah, that's
it's
what,
garbage.
That's what Michael's telling me the other day.
So I guess with that being said, we're going to start the
Hold
movie.
on. I need to tell you what I remember.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What do you remember?
Go ahead, Greg.
I remember being impressed with Vin Diesel particularly because he's doing something that's not Fast and Furious.
He's not driving a car.
Bradley Cooper, he's not waking up in a foreign country. And, Chris Pratt, he's not. I was gonna say he's not being a dumbass, but he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
He is.
enjoyable. We like that.
He's not fighting velociraptors in this one.
I'm not sure who Zoe Saldana is.
She was in Avatar.
Wait a second, hold on.
I've never seen Avatar.
Me either.
Oh.
Oh, what's the name? Zoe what?
Zoe Saldana.
Oh,
Saldana?
yeah.
Yeah, she was in Avatar.
That's why I recognized that name before, because
Okay.
she is in the My Little Pony movie.
Oh,
And,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she plays the Griffin in it.
Okay.
and Dave Bautista. I'm a wrestling fan, so you know.
He's a good
also-
quarterback.
You know what that means. Batista bomb.
Quarterback.
He's a good quarterback.
He was a good baseball
You know,
player.
he gets a lot of strikes, right?
Yeah, he was a great ice skater. I admire his work in the ring.
He tossed a ribbon around a few times in the Olympics.
He's good with the old pig
He
skin.
he tossed a mean ribbon and a mean salad.
We clearly know everything about sports.
Yes, exactly. Oh god. Okay, I think we're going to start the movie now without further ado. So yeah, let's go. I'm
Get
getting
away
off this crowded
from-
couch.
get
Oh my
away
god.
from- get away
I can't
from-
stand being crowded. Get out of my car. Jesus.
Get up
Sauce is
to.
best.
That's the English version.
Is it?
Yep.
The Japanese version?
Yeah, it's the original version. It's Japanese.
Okay.
It's Karma Bouncing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the actual movie portion of Guardians of the Galaxy. We just finished the movie, and my God, this movie still holds up today.
It is definitely up there with one of, I'd say top 5.
Yes, for sure.
It's a close second for me with Iron Man.
Oh, man.
It's up there. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. This is a good movie.
Yes, it is
anyone
very
who
good.
says otherwise is wrong.
And even you said the second one is even better, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only watched the second one a few times. I've
Okay.
watched this one a lot.
He's getting these signals over here.
He gave us mixed signals. Okay. We'll see if he's here next week.
Yeah, but you probably won't be.
Disclaimer, I won't be.
See, I was setting up that we killed you, but alright.
By the way, if you missed last week's review, click on the eye as usual.
Click on the
You
eyes.
know where to go.
Up in the corner. Which corner is it? Is that one?
It's in the, that corner
Yeah,
over
that
there.
corner.
To the door.
Click the corner.
There you go.
No, it's not. There's
Down
nothing
here,
over
up there, up there,
No,
up
that's,
there.
That's other videos. Don't click those.
Yes. Those are
Click
crazy
our
garbage.
videos.
Just our videos,
Our
yes.
videos are better.
Alright,
Okay,
so
so moving on.
without further ado, let's start the review.
So we always start these reviews, I'd say, with the start because I always
Yes.
make you do that.
Yes.
So the movie, this one started with another flashback, like a lot of them have been doing, and this one starts on Earth, 1988, in a hospital.
Mhm.
What did you guys think of that?
I was not expecting it the first time seeing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew, like, I had seen trailers of Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, oh, like, this is, he's got this nice 80s vibe, but
Yeah.
like in space. Why are we in a hospital?
Yeah, like, it's all serious all of a
It's all
sudden.
serious. His mother's dying. Did I walk into the wrong theater?
Yeah.
We
and
put the
then
right disc in?
He gets abducted.
And then he gets abducted, and then we flash forward to this guy, and it is much more the StarLord I was expecting.
Right.
Where he was just on his own, being cool but kind of a little dorky, being Chris Pratt. Let's be honest. That's so like I feel like they just kept
Just
rolling.
Chris Pratt in space.
Like they just kept rolling. We're like, how much CG can we add to make this Guardians of the Galaxy? Let's add some space rodents and.
A background, space background.
And some 80s music, and there we go. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt.
I'll say it's more like 70s movie. 70s, like
Really?
like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, late 70s, I can see that. Because, he was abducted in 88.
Right.
So he has all pop culture up until 88.
Yeah.
After that's cut off. So that's why he has everything.
I think the second one had more like 80s music, and this one had like
because
70s.
because the second one, he got Awesome Mix Volume 2.
Right.
Spoilers.
That's toward the end.
But that mix is, like, from his mother. That was a present from her to him.
Which is another tear-jerky scene.
Which there's a lot of those, which is good because they're done well.
Yes.
Okay, so we have him being abducted, and then we got to the music-y intro. What'd you guys think of the music-y intro?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was
really,
amazing.
really
I don't
strong.
remember a music intro.
The
You
part
don't?
where he stole the Infinity Stone, where he got the orb,
Yeah, like it's
and like the guy was like, "Oh, who are you? Who are you?" He says, "I'm Peter Quill. I've never heard of you. Oh, you might know me from another name, StarLord."
Who?
Who? I remember being in theaters.
Come on, man.
In a packed theater, when the guy just pauses to go, "Who?" Everyone in the theater erupted in laughter.
Yeah. But it's probably that guy's best line in the entire movie.
That reminds
That's
me
a
of
pretty good
It
line.
reminds me of when I see an old high school buddy. I'm like, hey, it's Corey. They're like, who?
No, it's,
Who is
hey, it's
that?
Corey.
The same thing.
You might know me as the coolest guy in high school. Who?
The drummer boy.
And then that's where he laughs. The audience, there's no audience, but he laughs.
Okay, the plot. What's the plot? What is the plot? You brought it
So
up.
basically, the plot is
Save the
They-
galaxy.
well, yeah.
They're guardians of the galaxy.
Yes, but basically the plot is the orb that he stole at the beginning of the movie is actually an Infinity Stone,
Ooh.
and
What's an Infinity Stone?
it's basically part of 6 other stones in the universe.
I got a good explanation if you don't mind. It's a stone with infinite possibilities.
There we go.
There you
Oh, yeah.
Roll credits.
I don't know the name. I don't know the name of each one. I think there's time. There's the time one. Doctor Strange has know that, and then you have
No,
this
what
one.
the-
What's the
What is-
Tesseract then? The Tesseract was listed as like one of the Infinity Stones, like when he was giving you the
That was
presentation.
in the Avengers.
Yeah, but I don't know what that one's.
Which one is it?
I don't know which one it is.
Should I go to
Yeah.
Google, or should we not look this up?
I don't know. Look up some other
But
But
all
Actually, you
the
can
all
look
the
up what we're
beginning letters of each Infinity Stone spell out Thanos.
do now.
well,
It does.
I didn't
Really?
know.
now
Oh.
now it's been ruined. The reveal has been ruined.
Wow.
I did
I
not
didn't
know.
know
Great
that.
villain name.
Okay, so
I didn't know that was a major plot.
it apparently
I
is.
didn't
I don't think it's a plot thing, but it's just kind of dumb that he names his name after that.
After the most powerful artifacts in the
mean-
galaxy, I would name myself.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, basically, so he has the Infinity Stone, and they're trying to see what it is, and so then all of a sudden, Ronan finds out, or I guess Thanos finds out about it, and he sends Ronan and his minions to go get it for him, so he can destroy the planet
The Stendar.
Xandar. Yeah,
Xandar.
Whatever.
yeah.
I'm kind of throwing Skyrim.
And then,
there.
spoiler alert, eventually Ronan gets it, and then he realizes that he can use it to destroy Xandar himself, so he puts it on his little hammer thing, and then he basically goes to Xandar and tries to destroy the city. And then
That
he
really
ends up not
dumped
doing
it
it.
down. That was a really.
I mean, it's basically like this brief summary of the whole
very
movie.
brief.
Yeah.
If you don't care about Infinity Stones, you just want to skip the rest of it, click to this time in the review, which he has put in post, and that will be the time when we finish talking about Infinity Stones.
I mean, they're kind of important to me.
This is kind of spoilery.
And they do heavily rely on this throughout the movie.
Yeah, but this is from the wiki and explaining specifically which stones are which. So if you don't want to hear these spoilers, click to this point. Okay, so starting now. No, wait.
Well, up to this point, let's just name the ones that we already know of. That's
Well,
what I
I'm
want.
just gonna cover them because
Okay, fine.
So, okay, you've all clicked, right? They've all clicked.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're smart.
first we have the Space Stone, which is surprisingly the Tesseract. Its color is blue.
Oh, great name for that one.
Yeah, it's
Sets in space.
its current owner is Loki since 2017. Previous owners were Cosmic Entities, Odin, the Church Keeper, Johann
Church
Schmidt,
Keeper.
and Hydra. Howard Stark, Shield, Loki, and what's his name? What was the last guy? Heimdall.
Heimdall? Who's that?
I don't know. So the description says the Tesseract is named for the cube-like appearance, and it's capable of controlling space itself, providing the user instant access to any location throughout the universe.
That explains how they're able to teleport.
Yeah, okay, so that explains that part.
Yeah.
So the next one is the Mind Stone.
Which is what Vision has on his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, it's a
So
black vision.
that one's yellow. Its original containment unit was a scepter, which was in Loki's scepter, wasn't it? think so.
Was it?
I don't think so.
What was it? What was in the scepter?
I thought
It says that previous owner was Loki.
it might have been. I don't know.
So it says
I don't remember
its
if you
current
honestly
owner is
know.
Vision. The previous owners were Cosmic Entities, Thanos, Loki, Shield, Wolfgang, Von Strucker, and Hydra, Avengers, and Ultron. Description is the scepter was a weapon that utilized the yellow Mind Stone housed in the blue computer module, which also masked the stone's presence. Stark originally saw the stone as a power source, whereas once Jarvis had the opportunity to study the stone, he stated it was more akin to a very powerful computer. The stone the stone within had already been in the possession of Thanos when he gave it to Loki to aid in the invasion of Earth. Haha! So it was in the scepter.
Oh,
So,
it was.
yeah.
Okay.
I forgot.
That's why they were studying it in the helicarrier.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
I remember
it was the Mind Stone.
being a Yellowstone though.
Yeah, there was a yellow gem in the end of the scepter.
I forgot that it wasn't the actual
Yep.
names of the stones, but the items containing the stones that spelled out his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next we have the Reality Stone, which is this one.
Yeah, that one that was in Thor
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah,
I
World.
hope
Wow.
in post we're putting these images up on screen.
Yeah, I probably will.
So the stone color for the
That
Reality
still
Stone.
looks like more like goo.
Yeah, it looks like blood. So the stone color is red. The original containment unit was the Aether. I'm terrible at pronouncing that. Current location is nowhere inside the Collector's Museum. The current owner is Tenelier Tivian, I guess.
I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
a collector's
his
name.
name.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the previous owners were Cosmic Entities. Oh come on!
Malekith.
Why can't we have normal names? Malekith, Bor, Jane Foster, Malekith again, and Asgard. And the Aether appears as a dark red, viscous liquid. It acts like a symbiotic force capable. Why are there so many big words?
I don't know.
Stop
'cause, You know.
The Aether appears as a
can't
dark
use them.
red, viscous liquid. It acts like a symbiotic force capable of being absorbed into the body of a living host, giving the user the ability to warp reality, granting the power of immense strength, durability, powers, and subjective influence over the universe.
Huh.
Malekith planned to use the Aether's reality bending abilities to cover all 9 realms in darkness. However, he was stopped by the combined efforts of Thor and Jane Foster in the most boring movie ever.
Yep.
Okay, so moving on, we have the Power
Which
Stone.
is why it's in this movie.
Yeah, the Power Stone is purple. The original containment unit was the Orb. The current locations are Xandar inside the Nova Corps headquarters. The current owner, surprisingly, is the Nova Corps.
I would have thought.
Previous owners were, of course, cosmic entities. Isan the Searcher, cosmic beings. StarLord and the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Ronan the Accuser. The Power Stone is an incredible power source. It increases the user's physical abilities and allows it to manipulate energy, which, when used at its full potential, has enough power to obliterate an entire planet when unleashed. This stone was sought by Thanos, who tasked Ronan the Accuser to acquire it from the dead planet of Morag in exchange for destroying Xandar.
Yeah.
StarLord acquired the stone instead and was prepared to give it to Tivian with Gamora until its destructive power was unleashed at nowhere. Soon after, Ronan obtained it and harnessed its energy with the intent of destroying all life on Xandar and killing Thanos.
Basically that whole
Yeah,
the whole
basically the
scene
movie.
in the movie.
Yeah, Star-Lord and the Guardians of the Galaxy were able to take the stone from Ronan and collectively harnessed its power to destroy him. Then they gave the stone to Nova Prime. I hate these names. Arian Real?
Where was it?
Blue name.
Already real? I don't know.
I don't know how to
Is
say
that
it.
the lady's name?
Irani Rail.
It's on screen, that name. For safekeeping on Xandar.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Time Stone.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. Well, after,
Okay.
after this will be done, hopefully you'll cut this down a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Pretty long.
yeah, surprisingly, the very crucial plot points are kind of long. Who knew? So the Time Stone is green. It is used as the I know how to say this one. The Eye of Agamotto.
I think so, yeah.
The current location is in Earth, inside the New York Sanctum. The current owner is Doctor Strange. Previous owners were, of course, cosmic entities, Agamotto, and Caligostro. I don't know.
I guess. Sure.
Why do they have hard names to say? The Eye of Agamotto is an ancient artifact and a pendant created by Agamotto, the first sorcerer supreme, presumably to contain and harness the power of the green time stone contained inside. After being stored in an unknown amount of time on a pedestal in why did they break up the
Kamar's Taj?
yeah, I guess. I've not watched Doctor Strange but once.
Hmm.
It was recently wielded by Doctor Stephen Strange, first to aid him in learning sorcery, and then his final fight against the villain in the movie.
Dormammu.
Dormammu. And Dormammu. When wielded by someone having the necessary knowledge and skills, it appeared to be able to control the flow of time, be it on a small or massive scale, notably to turn back something to a previous state, to accelerate its time in order to apply changes that have not happened yet, or to lock it in a time loop, resetting its state until the wielder stops its effects.
Jeez.
It appeared skilled sorcerers, or perhaps users of the powers from the dark dimension could. I hate these sentences; they're terrible. Could, to an extent, subtract themselves to the effects of the stone, stopping the time reversal affecting oneself, or detecting one was stuck in a time loop. It was noted by Wong and Carl Mordo that the use of the eye was contrary to the natural order of things. It was extremely. Why is this one so long? Okay,
I don't know.
so the time stone can make time loops.
Yeah,
there we go. It
there
can't
you go.
affect
It makes
major
sense.
history.
It's time.
It's time loops. So that's all the time stones.
Or
This is
Infinity Stones.
whatever. That's all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, there you go.
And welcome back to the normal review, of which we talked a little bit about the plot of this movie with one of the Infinity
The
Stones.
only reason why I mentioned on the Infinity Stones is because they introduced them really hard in this movie.
Yeah, this movie is where they really kind of become really important to the story. They are subtly brought up. Like, this is the fourth stone they've brought up, but this is the first one they've addressed as the Infinity Stone. As being actually, I cannot.
Well, they don't really mention. I don't think they mention the Mind Stone as much until Age of Ultron.
They did introduce it though.
Well, yeah, but they don't really mention it. Is what I'm saying. So.
But yeah, when did you guys think of Ronan?
I thought.
I've been talking too much.
That's fine. I think. Well, okay. At first, when I first saw him, I didn't really like him all that much. It was kind of boring. Yeah, I didn't really like him all much. But now, actually, looking back and watching the game, I kind of liked him a little more. He's more intimidating. Like the fact that he just didn't really like in like battle stance, like when it's fighting Drax, so you just like, all right, shove you over here, do this. Like he didn't even care, he just didn't even flinch. He just like, all right, get out of my way. You're nothing to me.
I liked more. Not only was he throwing him around, but also the way he treated him just verbally was so like just he talked down to him so much.
Yeah.
Like he would throw and goes, you. Of course, Drax says something like, "You killed my wife. You killed my daughter. I will kill you." And his response is, throw him to the ground. I don't remember your killing your family, and I doubt I'll remember killing you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you mean nothing to me. Their deaths mean nothing to me. Anything you do is important to me. Now die.
I feel like the way Drax was attacking Ronan, the way he was swatting Drax off, is the way you would treat your younger brother.
Yeah.
As he was trying to jump
it's like,
on.
no, get out of here.
You can't have my Doritos.
Get out. That's mine. Slap you in the face.
Or if your cat were to jump on top of you.
Or chew on your box.
Yep, like this doing right now. But look, so basically it's moving from the plot. So I basically already described the plot.
The plot is
in a basic sense.
It's a pretty simple plot, but it's a good plot.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
it works. Let's talk about the characters. I like all the Guardians.
There's a lot of characters introduced so quickly. I will say I didn't write this note down, but there's like one moment in the movie that I'm not crazy about. It's the scene where they're all being brought into the prison, and it's like, oh, this is Groot. He's a tree. This is Rocket. This is Rocket. He was genetically experimented on. This is StarLord. He's a Terran. It's like, great, thanks for the baseball card stats of them, I guess. It's a funny way to quickly introduce them, but really, when compared to the rest of what the movie has to offer, it's kind of weak.
Yeah.
But it is good in its own right. It's kind of a bit different to match.
There is one character I don't really like, and that's what's his face? The guy that said "Who" at the beginning of the movie.
Which guy?
The guy where StarLord was like, you're not movie my name's StarLord, and the guy turned out as Who.
Oh,
that guy,
that villain.
I didn't like him.
Yeah, he was boring.
Like he didn't do anything. Like this last fight was just like, you will never make it to Ronan, and then like 2 seconds later, they make it to Ronan. It's like, oh, what do you know? Like,
yeah, basically he was the messenger of death.
Yep.
It's like, okay,
and like he didn't even do anything. Like Drax literally just like pushed him against the wall, ripped his little cybernetic thing out of his head, and that was it. I was like, okay, yeah, he was kind of lame.
So yeah, aside from the prison, one that I did write down though was Thanos. As much as he was built up in Thor, I think it was Thor: Dark World. He was built up.
No, it was Avengers.
Avengers. He was built up.
Like he turned around, and smiled at the camera.
He didn't do anything in this movie.
Yeah,
he just sat on his ass.
He's not supposed to.
I know he's not supposed to.
People are gonna buy Infinity, or gonna watch Infinity War just to see him actually get off his damn chair.
Yeah, he's got that moment he stands up on his chair. It's like, oh shit,
is he like a monkey or something? I feel like he reminds me of like a monkey.
He's a god.
He reminds me of like a monkey.
He looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But like,
I still think they changed his design though from now until Infinity War.
But
he looked different.
Saying, he was like a monkey. He has like a monkey face.
He was a pinkish purplish guy in the Avengers, and now he's just like a more pure
the
purple.
reason I didn't like him was basically he was contracting Ronan to get the Infinity Stone for him so that he could do what he wanted.
Right.
And basically the deal was that if Ronan gives him the Infinity Stone, he would use the Infinity Stone to do what Ronan wanted and then to take over the galaxy. However, then Ronan just is like, no, I do what I want, and then Thanos, who had been calling Ronan a child, he'd been calling him a boy the whole time. He looks down on him a lot. And then it's just, okay, I'll just sit here and wait for your plan to fail.
Yep.
Is it done yet?
It's like he knew.
It's like, okay, good, you failed. Where's my Infinity Stone? It's like...
He basically let us have a temper tantrum.
I mean, on the one hand, like, it's really cool for Thanos to be ahead of the game like that, but at the same time, I want to see this cool god do something.
No, not yet. Not yet.
No, he's just going to sit on his chair and play his Xbox.
He's a monkey.
It's kind of like...
I'm telling you, he's part monkey.
Give him a banana.
He looks like a monkey.
Give him a banana.
Like a big gorilla.
I feel
we
like
want Infinity Stones.
when he was waiting for his buddy to fail, he's I saw it.
I don't know if you
him
could
like
call him-
patting on the back. You tried, buddy. You tried really
You
hard.
tried.
I don't-
You did
I
good,
don't
son.
think
You
he
did
would
good.
call-
Pat on the back.
I don't think he'd call Ronan his buddy because every chance he got, he called him boy.
Yeah.
It's like his father, boy.
Yeah. Sit down, boy.
Take out the trash, boy.
Pick up my pieces.
I also loved how like we get introduced to Ronan's concept of like he is hell bent on killing the Nova Prime, and he's like, this is a quest for nobility and honor, and you know it's genocide is what it is.
Right, yeah.
But then Thanos says, I don't care. you have a petty squabble with them.
Mm.
Your tantrums do not amuse me.
Yeah. I want to take over the entire universe. You want to take over the entire like city.
You want to take over a planet? Okay.
Yeah.
Here, have a rock. Go kill
It's kind
them.
of like when somebody wants to eat like filet mignon, but you went on Big Mac from McDonald's.
Hey, don't you diss my Big Macs.
You're sitting next to 3 employees right here. I get 3 against 1.
Dude, I didn't even plan that. That just happened.
You're on the far
Yeah,
end.
you're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Get out. My house.
Cut you.
The soundtrack was great. I love the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack was
Yeah.
very.
Oh,
80s,
man. I don't know if I
late
love this
70s.
one more than I do the second one. I don't know which one I like more.
I
like
kind
this
of
one
like this one
better.
more. Yeah,
Really?
It had cherry bomb in it.
Oh man, I still like this one and the other one equally as well. I think
There were a lot of
I think.
self-sacrifice, like moments that just made you tear up.
Oh yeah.
And there was a lot of layers to the character, like the moment when Rocket was drunk in the bar, and he said that everyone was laughing at him. That's one of those scenes that I don't think a lot of people notice the first time around, but when you watch it back, you kind of realize he's kind of pouring his heart out and explaining his situation by saying, you know, he was experimented on, he was torn apart and put back together dozens of times,
Yeah.
and he feels really self-conscious about that. Maybe it's only when he's drunk, but maybe it's all the time. And
He tends to hide it a lot.
he tends to repress his feelings about it, and that's kind of a scary thought to think.
My question is, where did he find Groot?
You know, the orchard.
The orchard.
Orchard.
He just happened to walk by
What
the
about the
forest and there was
forest?
and
giant talking-
Forest.
Then
Might
they-
be hallucinating. He might be smoking too much of the tree.
He's smoking too much Groot.
Groot is just walking the herb.
Groot.
Dude, when he died, oh shit.
It's fine. We're ready to
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert. When he died and started crying, I almost cried over there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
man,
I
it's-
cried in the theater when it happened.
Boy,
That-
I did.
It was like
I
my
told you,
favorite.
this movie, man.
So I'm
gets-
pretty
gets
sure
you
I cried in the
emotional.
theater.
Hit me hard. I don't cry over movies, but that one kind of hit.
There were a lot of scenes in this movie that made me tear up. Like there was the thing with Peter saving Gamora. That was really
Oh, yeah, that was
touching.
good.
Like where it's like pretty much he knows he's gonna die. He sacrifices himself to save her, and then lo and behold, he gets saved by Yondar.
Yondu.
Yeah,
Yondu.
Yondu.
Whatever names are, it's late.
He's my favorite.
Yondu is my
By far
favorite
my
StarLord.
That's kind of like also. Now you mentioned Yondu. That's kind of like a minor complaint I have. We need more Yondu in this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Like
kinda-
he was way more in the second one, but my God, he needed to be more included in this one.
I love his arrow.
Oh, yeah.
His arrows. By the way, his
Yes.
arrow is a great example of a modern Chekhov's gun. For anyone wondering what that is, basically the concept in storytelling of if you have a gun on the mantle in the first act, that gun needs to be fired and be important to the story by the third act. In this case, he showed it, he teased it a bit in the first act
Right.
by threatening someone with it, and they looked at it and they were like, "Oh, no, don't use that on me. I'll do what you say, okay?"
I know what it does.
I think it was Peter that he used to that he intimidated with it.
I-
Then there was a second time that with the shopkeeper, he basically was like, "Oh, you're gonna not do what I want. They allow me to introduce you to my friend, the Arrow."
Right.
And he actually started using it. He threatened with it, but he didn't kill with it.
Yeah.
And then by the end, he's like, "Oh, you want to stop me? Let me show you what my arrow can
And it just
actually
kills
do."
everyone in the field.
It's
like
nice
one
rule-
fell swoop.
It was a nice rule of threes, and it was a very nice Chekhov's gun.
Right.
Or in this case, Yondu's arrow. It's the Marvel's
I
version
think-
of Chekhov's
I
gun.
think it's weird that he has a whole army of pirates, but he doesn't really need them because he has
Yeah,
that
he's
stupid
just kind of his
arrow.
own.
I know,
his own-
for real, man.
I love the color in this movie.
Yeah.
Especially after seeing Thor: Dark World.
Oh my God, that.
That movie was brown and gray and green.
Every time I think about doing it, I think that shit cloud from that one scene. Like in the background when they're walking through the world.
This movie had another cloud that was purple and blue and black.
At least that looked cool.
That looked super
like
cool.
in Full Dark when they were walking through like that little planet, and
It
there's
looked
only a giant green cloud as they were walking by, and I was like, that's a shit cloud behind
I
them.
think the worst part about that is there's a way to
Somebody passed gas.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a way to make the color palette intimidating and impressive and interesting to look at. They just didn't.
Yeah.
Like, this color palette is much easier to work with, for one thing, and it popped definitely much better.
Yeah, it's they definitely
For simple
No,
reference,
that
to really simplify it, put up Google Color Wheel, put that on screen now. This is an easy way to make your colors
A lot
pop.
of edits going on.
Yeah, I like to make them work for it.
I mean, it's not really that hard. I just find pictures. And put it on
So yeah, this color wheel you're looking at, it's got a nice good amount of colors. Yeah, just use one of those sound effects.
Yeah. I usually put one of those
Just gotta pop it up every time we snap.
Every new snap gets a new color wheel.
God.
So now just use
That
this
would be
one.
It's gonna be like 50 million colors.
No, just use this one right here.
Okay.
So now expand that one. So you see these colors? See how
Oh my
see how
God.
they're opposite of each other?
Make it spin.
No, don't make it spin. No,
This
stop
went to a
spinning.
whole
Stop
lesson
spinning.
now. Back in high
So
school.
we're doing color theory here. Okay, so you see
Oh,
how
this is real,
see how one
guys.
color is opposite the other? That means if you put them together, they will pop against each other.
Primary colors.
Now look and see
Secondary
look
colors.
where green is. Look where brown is.
I don't know.
We don't see brown in this color wheel because it's a boring color.
Right.
Look at green and yellow. They're like next to each other. They're not gonna
Green.
pop.
Green.
Green and purple. Green and purple pop.
Like a bright green.
Yeah, like a bright green.
Not a poop green.
No, poop green doesn't work in color theory. Like, well, there is a good way to compliment poop green. It's just you don't compliment poop
Fish
green
yellow.
with poop brown.
Like if you know what Shrek looks like, not that color.
Or
green.
for instance, let's look at orange and blue. Those are some good
Not
complementary
two
colors.
fair colors.
Those are
combination.
Right
Right there.
If you want an example of those colors work.
I love this
look
ship.
at look at Portal. Look at
I didn't think you were
Pacific
gonna say
Rim.
Portal.
Well, because they had the blue and orange portals.
Yeah. Look at Pacific
I
Rim
got it.
too. That's what I was
I haven't
going to
seen
say.
Pacific
Look
Rim.
at Guardians of the Galaxy. There's some scenes where they use blue and orange together
Orange.
here.
Yep. I mean, his ship is literally blue and orange.
Yeah.
Which is like
Yeah,
my
it is.
favorite color combination
Because
ever.
those colors pop really
I thought it
well.
was yellow.
It's a warm color and a cold
Really?
color.
Come on. You do not think it was yellow.
No.
I know.
It's yellow, just like Griff.
It was brown
No,
and purple.
Yellow was what the little Nova Corps people with the little
Yeah, there's a
shield.
word
The-
yellow,
the-
yeah.
There was also
No,
a
his ship was
scene
blue
where
and like aqua blue and like a orange.
there's also with Drax. He is like a grayish blue color. When he was
He has
fighting, yeah, he has red on him, but the majority of
But he's
him.
not all red.
I know he's not.
I'm
all
talking
red,
the majority of his
no.
figure
Who?
is
Drax.
a grayish blue. Now, when Ronan was fighting him, what
Red is
was
blue.
what color was the vat of liquid that Ronan threw Drax
Oh,
into?
yellow, yeah.
Yeah, yellow. Guess what? Yellow and blue are nice and opposing colors. They pop against each other.
It
makes vibrant.
wasn't a pea yellow.
It was like a lead paint yellow. But moving on.
This yellow like my socks.
Moving on past color theory.
Color
Okay,
yellow.
we get rid of
What
the
is
color.
this yellow on my shirt?
Get rid of the color wheel. We don't need it anymore.
It's still there.
Did we ever
Yeah,
do
still,
that?
it was there the
That
whole
one
time.
girl was green.
Yeah, Gamora.
That's
By the way,
me.
they all
And he was blue, and you were white,
and you were there, and you were
I
there.
mean, whatever that yonder was blue.
We
Yeah.
don't discriminate around here.
By the way, they all had
They
interesting
had
colors.
different colors.
Where are we even going?
That
at
one
this
girl was
point?
pink in the collective thing. She was pink.
And she
All
was
right, all right.
purple.
Enough about colors.
Did this become first
This
grade?
is
all of a
this
sudden?
is going into colors, all right? We're not guarding. They're not
I'm
guarding the colors.
discussing like film and like
Jesus.
politics and art, and you guys are discussing that one's blue.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys didn't know.
I didn't know.
We're
thank
trying.
you.
We're trying to go.
I mean, they
about
could be
neither
colorblind,
side.
okay? So I'm explaining what these
They didn't come
things
to a
look
Marvel
like. They
Movie
could be
Monday video and learn
colorblind.
about color wheels.
Or did they?
Maybe,
Did
I don't
you?
know. I don't
Comment
think so.
down below whether or not you did.
Who's commenting? No one.
I'm commenting.
Okay, good.
You're commenting. Are you gonna have an argument with yourself?
Here's my comment.
Gay. This video
Be like, dude on the far. Right, that's me. Dude on
Think
the
you
far
might be
right
on the
is cool AF.
Yep.
You could just say the dude with tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You don't want a tattoo, my friend.
I know.
All right.
Think about it.
Well, enough said. Anything else we're talking about before we go to final verdicts? No, yes. I think we're good.
It was about. I would say it was about a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
I will stab you.
Fine, 9.9.
Okay.
9.9.
You can't do
9.9.
points. You gotta do
No
9 out of
points.
10.
Oh,
Nine
fine,
out of 10.
I'll do it too then.
All right, where's
Wow.
the knife? Where's his favorite dagger?
Guardians of the Galaxy, 2 out of 10.
It's
2 out of 10 would not recommend.
This is like golf, low score wins.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, I liked it. It's okay.
That's okay.
I give it a 9.
9, okay.
Alright.
Alright, well, who goes first? 9, I'll go to you.
I put a
Alright.
10 because I didn't
10
really
out of
have
10.
any bad things about
Yes.
this movie.
Very good. Alright.
I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. It was okay, I guess.
It's okay, I guess.
No, I really do love this movie.
Yes.
Me too.
If that wasn't apparent.
It is very, very good. I also, big surprise, 10 out of 10.
Woo! High five.
Yes.
High
All
five.
3.
You suck.
Our tie's just a Simon Cowell discount.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's just 1 point below it.
It's just a B.
Just a B. But no, this movie is pretty much all damn near perfect, if not perfect.
Damn near close.
Yes, it's funny all the way through. It's emotional when it needs to be. All the characters are great.
It has a very strong underlying tone of family and sacrifice.
Yes. Let's see. What else? Story was. I mean, I don't know. It was
an
alright.
okay story.
It was a
lore. It's not
pretty
generic.
strong story. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it strong, but I wouldn't call it weak either. I'd say it was
Yeah.
a so-so story.
Uh,
it was interesting enough to not be boring or
Right.
or guessable, but it was also not groundbreaking enough that I was like, oh, what's going to happen next? It's like, yeah, you know he's going to win with the Infinity Stone.
Right.
You know that Ronan is going to do something to go away from Thanos.
You knew he was
You
gonna
know
do
that
something
Ronan's
evil.
going to die. You know Thanos is going to be unscathed for the next Marvel movie. You know that they're going to
Right.
get. You know it's going to be wrapped up in a nice little bow at the end.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's about the journey. The journey is very interesting.
It is very good. And I know for a fact that the next one's also probably going to be a 10 out of 10. I can already see it
Yeah.
now.
I like
And-
Baby Groot better.
Oh god, I don't know.
Baby
I
Groot's so
honestly don't know
cute.
which one I like more.
Oh,
This one
speaking
or
of
the second one?
sacrifice, how many of you, be honest, teared up at We Are Groot? Be honest.
I didn't
I
tear up,
didn't in the theater.
but
no.
my heart
I
was
felt
full
it.
with that
I felt
moment.
it.
I felt it in here.
I think I teared up in the theater. I haven't
Yeah.
been teared up since then.
I
So I knew
teared
what
up here.
happened. But I know, like, the theater, I think I did.
Yeah, it was definitely a really heartbreaking moment there.
Because that's what we call character growth. That's why it's so sad.
Yeah.
Because he can say something other than I am Groot.
He
and
said
it's
we.
meaningful. He said the word we. He's learning.
Groot are we?
And then he died.
He expanded his repertoire from 3 words to 4. Holy shit.
Let's move up on the world.
I didn't know you knew the word repertoire.
Repertoire.
What?
I don't even know what that word even means.
Repertoire is I don't know. I know
What does it
how to
mean?
I don't know
I
how
don't
to
know
use it, but I don't know like what it means.
I don't know what it means.
I don't
You
know
used
what
it.
it
Oh,
means.
whatever. We'll
I
believe
don't
you.
speak big
I guess
words.
it's a fancy word for list.
List.
Repertoire is a fancy word for
I'm assuming
Sure.
you're correct. It sounds right.
Yep.
I've used the word
If
before.
not, then whatever. We'll look like idiots.
Yeah.
Or just a bunch of jackasses on the
Quick,
couch.
quick, put up a definition of repertoire.
And you gotta spell it.
Oh, that's what it means.
It's
I don't even know how to spell it.
Look at that right there. Just that's a very interesting definition. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I
Sure,
knew that.
totally.
I'm the
I
one
knew
that
that.
used it.
What does it mean?
Obviously.
What does it mean? Read it. Read it out to us.
It means that.
Yeah, it's right
on the
there.
screen.
It's written in plain English. Why don't
Yep.
you just read it?
Well, I can't.
Sorry,
It's on
I
the screen yet.
Sorry, I got.
Well, we're pretty much done anyway, so yeah. That was Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
yeah, not squish.
So check back next week when we watch the second movie of this one.
My legs
And
go.
my god, it's gonna be another good one.
It's gonna be the last sequel bait, which I normally am not a huge fan of. This was good, subtle sequel bait.
Yes,
I'm
they,
fine with
they
that.
set up the second one very well.
I can't believe Howard the Duck is the new Avenger.
Yeah, okay.
And also, thing we've not seen yet,
That's a
and like after just seeing Black Panther, when are the Avengers gonna beat the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Infinity War, damn it.
I want Infinity War.
It's coming.
I know it's happening.
Be
in Infinity
patient.
War, but
Be
when?
patient.
No.
Be patient.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's coming.
No.
The
it's
answer's
not.
coming.
I can die happy after I see Peter Quill with Captain America.
All right, we're done. No more. We're done. It's already long enough as it is. Bye.
StarLord, man.
Alright,
Who?
StarLord.
before I die, I'm tired.
StarLord.